Okay, guys, Karaka back again. I don't know if it's part two or part three of this video, as I told you before, or even part one. You never know, but yeah. So this I think is set enough that I can remove this and give you guys some more info on this subwoofer. Right? I didn't have to remove the shimmer, but let's just do it. So what I want to show you guys. See that ring right here? Yeah, it have a little aluminum heat. I would say it's for eating, heat dissipation, yeah. Around this thing, yeah. This is like a half-inch stick. This, like from in out, half-inch. I would say no. From downward up, I would say half-inch. Yeah, that piece of aluminum ring, yeah. Yeah, I would say half-inch. Look at this, guys. This is a piece of what they use. I don't know. It's not showing up on it, yeah. But this, yeah, is showing up from this angle. This is epoxy. It's stuck here. Like I don't know if it fell when they were doing it or they put it there as some symbol. I don't know. But they use some epoxy right there. Right. I don't know for what. You can see, guys, the yellow look right here. Yeah. But I'm not going to remove it. I'll let it stay right there. All right, guys. So yeah, that's it. That's how it sees, and this is the voice coil. All right. Let me show you here, guys. Yeah, this was from testing it. Yeah, and it sit like from the aluminum ring, guys. Can come the aluminum ring from the base up. It's like sit like right here. So let me give it a mark. Let me show you how much of it is outside and how much is inside. Alright, so I'm gonna show you how deep I did this one, guys. Yes, this one was like this deep, guys, as you can see right here. Yeah, that's it. So all this inside, and this is not up to the aluminum, guys. Down at the base, yes. It's about half-inch, yes, guys. I let it about half-inch of it out. Yes, voice coil sit outside of the magnet. Yes, so yep, that's how it goes. There. Alright, guys, so yep, that's it. And this is what it is. So look, guys, some silicone back here and stuff like that. Yep, the reinforcement. So this time now, guys, this is where I'm going to glue this thing up now, guys. That time of that time. So what I'm going to use, guys, let me show you. Oh, I'm going to use something like what they use before. They didn't use any CA glue. I'm going to use the BSC. Ah, man. I show you guys in my speaker repair videos. I don't know why it's not. Ooh, it's not coming in here. Look at this. This guy's a BSC adhesive. You can buy this on eBay. Yes, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna put it on the frame here. Yeah, no CA glue, guys. Here, no CA glue. That they didn't use any CA glue. You could put epoxy, whatever you have. Whatever you have, guys. Even some silicone works. Yeah. But just to let you guys know, yeah, it is what it is, guys. A lot of those fancy stuff, guys. If you have what, the what it's a B600, guys, here, I think it works here too. Yes. And some guys I take apart. You're surprised to know at this era you have some kind of silicone glue that they use. Even Scar do that. It's a lot of company who do that, guys. So just to let you know. And this one up here, I'm gonna do the same thing. Use the same water-based glue. Never put CA glue here, guys. That's really bad. No CA glue on this area. Well, some people do it, don't. But it is what it is. Yeah. But yep. I can see. Round and round, guys, and round and round and round. Yep, that. From there, from there. Then I'm going to do here, guys. Round. I really like this, guys. While it's squeezing it, yeah. That's it. Look at that, guys. You see the amount? See how it goes? Yes. But I do the same thing to the phone in here, you know. I mean the surround here, guys. Is it cooling terrible that with the surrounding? Yes. It's the surrounding is foam. This is rubber surround. It's connected to the cone. Yes, right. So for cone anyway. So yeah, you could say cone, but yeah, this is the water-based one as I told you. Yeah. Yes, guys, and that's it. It's done. See that? See that? That's it. It's done, guys. Yeah, just like that. You see, that's how much how it sits outside of the thing. So, yep, do like this. Let it dry for now. So put my in frame. Yes, guys. So it's going to dry from for now. It's not even dry, guys. It's gonna coil or pre-dry or whatever you guys wanna call it, or you know, coil or semi-dry, whatever you guys call it, you know. But not dry, dry. Don't let it dry, dry, guys. Give it like say 5 minutes. Yes, I would say 5 minutes to max. Yes, and then you know. All right, so I'm gonna just pause the video, guys, and listen to some music as I normally do when I'm working, and then I'll get back to you guys. You know, just to know by the 5 minutes and stuff like that. You know. And well, like another thing, guys. Look, you see this? Is what I mark on the cone. So whenever I find a little set point where everything work out, yes. And sometimes on every sub you have a part where you know some list don't line up good because a lot of company don't line up good. Not saying this one doesn't, they did. But whenever I find somewhere where everything matches up the screw holes and everything, yes, that's when I mark it and say, all right, this is where I'm gonna put everything and everything set. And the spider set really good. And sometimes some sided, you know, you never know. Some stuff happens sometimes. So some stuff is like off. Not everything is perfect, guys. Believe me, not everything is perfect. That what get a lot of people because they think, oh, it's coming from the factory. Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of them come with some default. You wouldn't even know until you're repairing it or you're doing something to it, or you know. But yeah, it is what it is. But you know, just letting you guys know, not everything is perfect. There's always an imperfection in something, but you can't see it. But you know, and sometimes you look past it, or sometimes you know it's not even revealing itself until you get to that part where you're doing something and you will say, "Oh, look at this! They made this mistake." Oh yeah, it happens. I see a lot, but I don't want to call out nobody or because anybody could make that some mistake, But just let you know, guys, nobody's perfect, Just if it's something you can work around, work around. If something you can't work around, yeah, yeah. Well, you talk about it and stuff like that, But this sub, yeah, this. I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes, or and I'll get back with you guys. Okay, it's time, guys. It's time. Where you guys conjuring? All right, all right. So I'm looking for that little white dot to match to this white little right here, guys. Like that. And you do it like this. Okay, guys. Make sure you go around the finger and make sure everything sits nice and clean to the base. What I like with this spider, guys, everything is lined up. That's why I line it up and mark it first, just to make sure what fits what where and what fits where. So here, the spider fit right down. You don't have to put anything to clamp it. When you do this, guys, you don't have to clamp it. But if you're silicone it or stuff like that, you have to clamp it. You can't wait till the silicone dries and stuff like that before I coil. Yes. For this now, this is shaking a little, so I'm gonna tighten this little piece here. Yes, and then I'm gonna put the tensor lead inside right after now. So yeah, these you don't have to clamp, guys. Yes. Look at this. It's going nowhere. It's sitting really nice. So let me find a Allen key that goes into that little thing right here. Let's see which one it does goes there. I think maybe this one. Yep, this one does goes inside. So it was out already. So let me put it right back in there as you can see. Yep, nice. So it was out already. Ooh. Can you hear that, guys? Jeez. So it's tight like a gin. Because I have to look behind me sometimes. People pull up at the garage, just walk up and stuff like that. It's good there. One in. Alright, guys. I'll go ahead and. Ooh. Guys, did you hear that? Ow! Man. Uh-huh. Alright. Nice. Well, let me time this part, guys, that I talked about. Let's see which one of these huh, Allen key for that one. That's crazy. Wow. Same one as that one. Maybe I do have a Allen key right here for this. This was okay. Phone one, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. kind of feel loose too, but oh yeah, it's good. This one, oh, okay, this one was good all along. Oh yeah. Whew. Put some more on this one, guys, because you know some people, they are really strong. Look, see that thing going nowhere, guys. No shaking, no nothing. But the next thing to do, guys, is when this is set, I'm gonna leave the shim inside, guys. Yes, and as I told you, I'm gonna just put the dust cap on, and maybe not. I'm gonna give it a bench test before I put the dust cap on it, and then after, you know, I do that, I just put it the dust cap on after the bench test. Yes, just to let you know. But that's it. That's it for now, guys. With this MTX, guys. Yep, this monster, guys. I've a subwoofer. Yes, so that's it. Everything is good. Stay tuned for the stool or whatever you guys wanna see, or the chair test or whatever, you know. Yeah, bar stool test or whatever, guys. But you know, that's coming up shortly, guys, with this sub. Oh yeah, I really wanna hear this thing go. I really, really wanna hear it, guys. But yeah, everything is good. Epoxy, guys. And this thing is rock hard here, guys. I'm telling you. Yeah, this is not low. Yeah. But, whew, that. And keep doing this, guys, while it's drying. Keep press it and stuff like that. Keep going around doing this while it's set for a while. Then you know you leave it and press it. Then you will know. But stay tuned for the testing of this. So, guys, coming up shortly. All right. Enough respect.